check this out. My neighbour's gone and I've got a bit of a view. How weird is that? It feels really weird to be able to see out. Now, do you remember those screws that we couldn't get out of the window things? One here, one either side, and the blinds clip into them. Well, I've just remembered, because it's so hot and we can't get the windows open properly, if you remember that was the problem. So this one's okay, but some of them won't open past sort of there because the glass gets stuck, so pointless waste of time having a window. But I've just remembered that my dad lent me the, now I can't remember what it's called. I'm an impact driver, there we go, impact driver, which has a lot more torque than a normal screwdriver, and I've just managed to get the one on the right out. So let's see if I can do the one on the left. I'm using my left hand, so this ought to be fun. And there we go. Look at that, brilliant. Remember that desk box in last week's video that I used to lean on while I used the saw? Well, I've built it. And here we are. Hardest thing about this desk was actually doing it and turning it over in this tiny space. I'm mounting a blind today. I just bought one blackout roller blind from Dunelm. I think it's the second smallest they do, but it'll still need cutting down about 10 centimetres. But I thought I'd try one and just see if it works and if it does get more. But, you know, these roller blinds are just a pain, aren't they? So I'd originally intended to mount it on this bracket here. But in the instructions it says make sure there's a 1 centimetre clearance, which so there's no way would be, because you can see, like, that wouldn't even fit. Oh, you can't see, can you? There we go. That wouldn't even fit on there properly. It won't go up any further. So there's no clearance there. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll have to mount it on here as long as this panelling is thick enough. So I drilled the top hole. It was fine. I drilled the bottom hole and it hit something hard very soon in. So you can't see it here, but it's just under there. So I thought, oh God, I'll lift it a little bit, drill another hole, and it went right in. So fine. But there's probably not quite enough space, but we'll see how we get on. I can't put it anywhere else, so we'll just see. And then it says make sure the other one is level, which is a massive joke because nothing on this boat is level, even if I made it match this bar. So I have this tiny spirit level, so let's see if it is level. Yes. Well, the problem is it might be if the boat was tipping a certain direction. It's probably the weight of this desk now, and me, of course, standing here. So there's not much point me getting it level, is there? Because it's never going to be permanently level. Maybe that's why people don't have roller blinds. They have these, the Venetian ones. Alright, well, we'll just go with it. I've hit another snag, as I'm sure you all would. So this space is actually smaller than the other side, so there's a lot less manoeuvring room. So the other one was higher up, but then I haven't got the centimetre clearance. So as it happens though, if I have this resting here where I've drilled these holes, it is more level at the moment. So in situ where I'm standing it is, and I suppose I'll be rolling it where I'm standing, so who knows. It's quite handy having this desk here, otherwise I don't know where I would have measured and cut this out. Really handy. So I've rolled it down the back of the desk, and as you can see, and I've measured it, so it's 80 centimetres across, so I'm cutting 10 centimetres off it, and the idea is that it sits between these two pieces of wood. Crikey, well I think my hacksaw's had it. It took me an age to get through there, and I've made a right pig's ear of it, and I know I can do better, so I think I need a new blade for my hacksaw. But anyway, so that's cut. Well, the hacksaw went through that in about 2 seconds, so either it's my shoddy metal technique or plastic. This is just so soft. Right, well that was the easiest one I've ever done. You put this end in first because it pivots. Having said that, it's now, you can see the angle it's at. So, but that is meant to push, that button's meant to push in. So I think the button is stronger than the frame, so we'll see how long that lasts for without breaking. But the other one's fine because there's no pressure on it. It's where it should be, so it's not pushing that one out. And it's right in where I was hoping it would be. See that? Same with the other side. Well, that's a bit annoying. Look, it's really long. Where am I supposed to put that? I was hoping this would pin. Of course it wouldn't be that easy. I can't even pick it up. I was hoping that would pin there, and then it would be kind of, you know, flat against there. But no, that would be far too easy, wouldn't it? And there's nowhere to kind of put this, you know, like it's a little bit short for there. Well, I suppose I could go there actually. God, it's so slippy, I keep dropping it. Yeah, it would just fit there, but is that going to be in the way? Nah, I don't know. Might be in the way of the desk. Can have it out a bit, I guess. I don't know. And, you know, this is just stupid. So I don't know. And I don't want it to dangle, because that really will get in the way, and that'll really annoy me. So maybe I'll put it in here for now. I can always unscrew it at a later time if it gets annoying. So yeah. I'm pretty mighty fine proud of that, actually. I've got pin tacks in either side, which holds the blind in when it's only half shut, and the sun has just come out as if to demonstrate how beautifully it keeps the sun in. So without these it would be dangling, which it still does the job, but there's just something very satisfying about it being fitted, isn't it? You can have it, I rolled it the other way up, so you can obviously have it coming down here, but I rolled it out and then up again, so it sits further back, so it's pretty flush with that now. So there shouldn't be any light really coming through. So if we put it all the way down, it comes out of its tacks on the way down, but that's not a problem. And then I'll put some way of putting it on there, either stick something to it like Velcro or put more tacks in. I'm not sure, I'll have a think about that. So here I am in front of my new blind, and I have to say, if only every job on this boat had gone this easy. I was really expecting it to just be a car crash because everything else has been. So really pleased, and just relieved, I think, actually, that a job's gone right for a change. Do any other boat owners get the funny feeling sometimes of, you know, that little bit of a dizzy feeling, and you think, oh, I must be hungry, and then you remember that it's because you're on your boat and the boat's rocking. Gotta remind myself, not hungry, everything's fine. We're taking these red chairs apart, and I took the two big bolts out of the side, and it just collapsed into what is beautifully an upside down floor chair that's incredibly comfy, and you can sit cross-legged. So Mum's trying it out and demonstrating for you. And another use for the famous do everything stool is a footstool while you're sitting on the chair. Look at that, cross-legged, perfect meditative pose. I'm officially living on board now. This is my second full day here. I slept quite well, really, all things considered, the first night, but last night, oh my god, I couldn't get to sleep at all. There was this spider sitting in the gap, like right by my head. I thought, I'll never get him out of there, and I don't particularly like spiders. I don't mind them in sort of the rest of the house, but if they're in my bedroom, I feel like they're in my personal space, and I found one in the wardrobe yesterday, and I was like, oh my god. So I just thought it'd be fine, but then my brain was just going strange places. So yeah, I didn't sleep that great last night, and there was strange noises, and then at 5:30 next door's boat did some really strange kind of evacuation of liquid, and I thought maybe, like, are they having a shower? But it's pretty early for a shower, and then it kind of stopped, so it wasn't really long enough, so I don't know what that was about, but it woke me up, so then I had to get back to sleep again. Anyway, and I had stuff I was going to do today. Sorry, I'm just moving, my arm's getting tired. So I was going to, my friend might be visiting today, but she sort of hasn't confirmed, so I don't know if it's going to happen. But I needed to get some diesel for the central heating because I've almost run out, and the toilet probably needs emptying, but I think I'll be able to scrape that till tomorrow. And then a couple of other sort of bits and bobs, like a bit of cleaning that in hard to reach places that I've been sort of not doing yet because it wasn't urgent. But to be honest with you, I'm so tired, and the weather, oh my god. I mean, I can't complain because we've had really gorgeous weather for several weeks now, which is not like the UK in April. April showers, it's supposed to be, I think, so it's supposed to rain quite a lot in April, and it's probably the driest one on record, I would guess. So this is actually the first day of rain that I can remember in quite a while. But it does make you feel like you don't really want to do anything, especially if you didn't sleep so well. Yeah, I don't know, I'm rambling a bit now, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna get some breakfast, I'm gonna get some coffee. I might watch some sort of TV or anime and just chill out for a bit. The bookcase is all in, it's got books in now, so I'll show you that in a moment. I'm really pleased with that. Because they're triangular shelves, nothing seems to fit right, so I'm sure I'll be rearranging those at some point. Completely not a waste of time, but you know, maybe on a rainy day. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll show you that, and if anything exciting does happen today, I will let you know. Here's the bookcase. So books on the top. I still got plenty of room, as you can see. DVDs and CDs and paper stuff and notebooks on the middle, and then sort of files and a couple of recipe books and some other random bits that I didn't know what to do with. The paint doesn't live there, neither does this stuff here. The tools are my dad's. I have, what else do I have that's changed? So the desk, I now, please ignore the bucket and bin and all that crap on top of it, but I now have a little chest of drawers there that's quite handy. I thought it might sort of stick out and you might end up catching your leg on it, but I haven't, and my mum came to visit the other day and she didn't even notice it was there, so really happy with that. And I've got a little chest of drawers in the bedroom as well. It's a bit dark in there, but we can take a walk. Let's go see. I've got some hangers on here now, which is quite handy hangers. So this is, let's see if I can put the light on, might make life a bit easier. There we go. So this stuff's kind of just been put here for now, but the laundry basket on top, and then a little chest of drawers. So that does shift back a little bit, but I don't need to get into that bottom cupboard because it's for the water tank, so I only need to get into these drawers here, so it's absolutely fine, that works. And then this suitcase is empty, but it can go under the bed. There's still quite a bit of room under there, but I need to have another sort through, so I've just been kind of dumping stuff, I think. But it's just, yeah, it's just thinking things through and where do I want it. But the bed looks so comfy, I actually feel like I just want to climb back into it, but we won't. So I did go and get some diesel, so it has stopped raining. So I've just got some diesel, here's my canister, and they lent me a nice trolley. And basically I'm just filling up this gap in the sides. So this is the diesel for my central heating. Gonna have to lift it with two hands in a minute, but I'm sort of doing it by degrees. And then I'll be able to set the program on the heating and have the heating coming on in the morning for an hour maybe, just before I get up, make life a bit easier. Well, I think that's a successful day. After I did the diesel, I went to empty the cassette toilet, so that's a job that I did actually get done today, which is nice because that means I don't have to think about doing it tomorrow, especially if it's raining again. And then I've just come back, sort of set that up, put the water tank to fill, so I've just turned that off, that's worked. And I've cleaned the bathroom sink and the tiles and some of the corridor, like the door and stuff. So yeah, I think that's successful. So even if I do nothing else today, at least I've got the main sort of three things that I wanted to do, which is great. So I've just put the kettle on, and I might sit down again, and then see if I fancy doing anything later. If not, I'm going to cook tonight, so I haven't actually cooked properly on here. I went out for sort of late lunch, early dinner yesterday, and then on Friday night I went out for chips, so haven't actually cooked on here for a very long time. certainly not while I've been staying sort of overnight. So I've got some veg in the fridge and I'll have a think about what I want to make, but it'll probably be some sort of tomato sauce veg base with pasta or something, probably. So, but we'll see.